Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. Today, I will discuss some statements made by, comparisons made by the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, who compares the Russian army with Germany's army and methods during the Second World War. Do I think those statements are exaggerated? Yeah. Do I have evidence to support that? Uh, as of now, whatever information we are provided by the mass media that we can access still um, do not suggest that no, the Russian army and the German army from the Second World War, or the casualties or the horrors of those military activities and practices, I don't think they are close. But nevertheless, this is Zelensky's take on things. So this article comes from Fox News, and it's from April 30th, 2022. And this is the title. Zelensky says Russian invaders, and I'm quoting, differ insignificantly to what the Nazis did. So differ insignificantly to what the Nazis did. Do you think so? Do you think so? Well, so it says here that on the 65th evening of the Russian-Ukraine war, Vladimir Zelensky compared the continued invasion of Russian forces to the actions of Nazis ahead of and during World War II. And here is what he says, I'm quoting. If the Russian invaders succeeded in realizing their plans, at least in part, they will still have enough artillery and aircraft to destroy the entire Donbass, just as they destroyed Mariupol. And he said that Russia was turning his country into a Russian concentration camp, and said these invaders differ insignificantly from what the Nazis did in the occupied territory of Eastern Europe. It says, but the Russian troops managed to be even more cynical than the Nazis 80 years ago. At the time, the invaders did not say that it was the Mariupol residents and the defendants of the two areas killed by and shelled and killed themselves. So I think Mr. Zelensky has no idea what he's talking about. He may well have information on Russian tactics, if you want to call them atrocities, whatever happens, victims, destruction. But he definitely doesn't know what happened in the Second World War. It seems like. Um, I will tell you a story, not a story. How the story goes, for instance, where I come from. I come from Romania, and I can tell you that when from the elders, what they used to tell us or tell our parents, and you discuss with your grandparents or whoever lived through the Second World War, and this is what they said, and I'm paraphrasing. The Germans were not bad, but when the Soviets came, everybody was running from them. Why? I wonder why. So they didn't say that the Germans were necessarily bad in dealing with Romanians or on Romanian territory, but definitely they were running and hiding from the coming social Soviet army coming from the west going towards Berlin. And this is just as military. I'm not talking about concentration camps and the genocide from the Second World War and the victims and numbers, all those things. I don't think they even he compares he compares the occupied territory in Ukraine as a Russian concentration camp, like the German concentration camp. Uh, I think It is no way. I mean, if you take the population, why? Those are his people. So is he putting in concentration camp his people, the Russian-speaking population? Not speaking, the Russians in Ukraine. Let's call it this way. I'm not going to go like this anymore. And why should I tell the truth, right? But some people don't like the truth. So nevertheless, are they going to, and I don't know, burn the Ukrainians? Are they going to kill them? Are they going to destroy the whole thing? Is that how it is? I think these are just too much. I think it's too much. I don't see. And he said they insignificantly differ, and that means it's they don't differ at all. That means it has no significance. The little differences. That means the same. Really, really. I don't believe that, and I think I don't have evidence to support that. I mean, I do not have. Um, but he's just try to make it look worse than probably it is, or at least what we hear. And then, I mean, just think about it. It's just and the methods. What methods? Rounding up, putting them in camps. I was about to say summer camps. Put them in camps and just blow them to pieces, or not even doing that. Just on the spot, go from house to house. I haven't heard that. They go from house to house and eliminate people, all of them, because they're Ukrainians. Really, is that what it is? Rounding up the Ukrainians, getting outside of the town and dig a big hole and use a bullet for three in a row. What is he talking about? Are there any ovens used or anything? Anything to crematoria? Come on, it's just outrageous. Yeah, I mean, like in war, things happen, bad things. But to jump the gun right there. But nevertheless, and besides, his army is just pure. They don't do anything because they're not human. Okay, I'm not trying to defend anybody here or point finger at anybody, but these statements are just idiotic. That's what they are, idiotic. And who he doesn't, or he ignores the horrors of the Second World War, and he compares those with this. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Not even the scale, and not even the methods. And remember, Zelensky, when the German army came over the Ukrainian people that you're now presiding over, there were a lot of Ukrainians who were cheering the Wehrmacht and liberating them from the Soviet occupation, remember? And when I say Soviet, I'm not saying Russian, because it was not really much Russian in the leadership of the Soviet Union. If you know Zelensky, there were people, a certain kind of people. Look how many Russians were in the leadership positions in Russia, and Soviet Union. I'm sorry, and then figure things out. Yeah, okay. So Zelensky, you are just a clown in this case, exaggerating, and this is criminal what you're saying right here. I mean, these are just allegations and just comments that are really just. I understand that you could be frustrated and angry and hateful towards the invasion. You have all the right in the world for that, but I think you just exaggerate this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.